Hi everyone, welcome back to another Canva tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at how to use tables. Let's get started. First thing we need to do is head over to Elements, and if we scroll down, we can see here there's a section that says tables and it shows us some examples. So we're going to select all. Now we can see we've got the standard grey looking ones, red ones, yellow, blue and purple. So we'll go for the grey ones first. If we pop that onto our canvas now, we can see that it is actually black and it looks very nondescript and not really very useful is what my first thought was when I came across tables and wondering how I can use those when I was creating digital products. When I'm creating digital products, I don't have many tables or charts that need to be 3 across and 4 down, so that was posing me a bit of a problem. If we select that, we can see here now there's 3 little dots at the side and an option of 3 little dots at the top. So if we take the side one, we can see now we've got a number of options from copy, paste, duplicate, delete a row, add a row. Interesting. Let's click on that. And as we can see now, it's now added us a row. This is absolutely brilliant. If you are wanting to make a table that's got maybe 20 rows that you need for whatever you're going to use it for, you can just keep adding rows until you have the correct amount. If at any point you have too many, then you can just simply delete a row and that will just get rid of any extra ones that you no longer require. We can also see here that we can size columns equally, we can size rows to content, we can size columns to content, and we can merge cells. So if we was to merge cells, we can select the row there, and if we go on to merge cells, we can see now it's got rid of the lines in the middle and it's made that one big cell. And if you want to undo that, then you can simply click unmerge cells. Same with the option up here. We can now obviously copy, paste, duplicate, delete. We can delete a column, but we can also add a column. So again, if you want more columns to go across for your desired outcome for your digital product, your chart, or whatever you're making, then you can keep adding columns. And again, we can size rows equally, we can merge them, and we can move them left or right. So if I just select this one and we just type in hello, we can now select move column right. So we can see now that's moved our column along, and we can move it left. So if when you're designing something you've created a whole load of information and you realize, oh crikey, it's in the wrong one, don't panic. Select the 3 dots at the top and simply select move column, and you can move the whole column left or right, saving you loads of time. Again, we can merge the cells and make it all one, and if we're not happy with that, we can unmerge it. The other great option I think is to size rows equally. So if you do, another great feature is if you want to make it larger so it fills your page, then you can simply stretch it out as required. The next great feature is if you wanted a larger description type box at the start and then like smaller tick boxes, if you was making like a chore chart or something like that that required tick boxes, then we can select one of the lines and you can move them. So you would be able to move your lines across to make it spaced as you needed for the product you was making. I think that's also a great feature, and we can do that as well with the columns going across. The other great feature I like is you can size rows equally. So if you click on that, it will make them all equal in spacing, which I think is really valuable. Up here, we can change the table spacing. So at the moment it's set to 0, but you can obviously change the lines if you want it to look a bit more individual rather than all merged into one. So the cell spacing is another option we can use, but it doesn't really seem to do a great deal, but you can slide that and it will make some alterations to your design. But I think I'm just going to keep mine to be about 10. Up here we can change the outer borders. You can change the line strokes on the outer borders if you wish. So we could select all the outer border, we could come to this one and you can go to border weight, and we can see there now it's making the line a whole lot thicker, or we can just leave it as it was for it to match the rest of the table. And again, we can also change the colour, so you can can make the outer borders to be different colours. There we can see now it's changed to purple, so we can change the border colours as well. Another great feature with tables is we can select one of the cells and we can go up to colour here, and here it's showing that they are white, but we can select a colour and we can change the colour of the cells to be whatever colour we want them to be. If you've got any brand colours for your designs, then that's a great way of being able to use those and make your documents to match your brand. If we now add another page and we go to elements, we can now take a look at the other tables. So here we can see if we select this one, that's obviously going to have a red outline, and likewise that's got a yellow outline. If we now select this style of table, we can see now it's already got a block of colour going across the top, and again if we click on here we are able to add rows and we can also add columns, just as we was able to do on the first table option. And for the colours across the top, you are able to change them. They are already preset as black, but you don't need to keep them black. You can of course change those to be any colour that you like. And the final option for tables is a table that looks like that, so it's all black. So you can have an option of having an all black table, or you can choose a coloured one where we can see now the cells going across are a different shade to the cells going down, which are a different shade to the remaining cells. And again, you can have this in all the different colours that are preset for you to use. And again, you can add your columns and you can add your rows, and when you add them it will make them all the same colour, which is a great feature. And these are great if you've got a colour theme that you want to use, then obviously you can go through and you can change those to be any colours that you like. I've really enjoyed using the preset tables that are within Canva, and I have found those really useful when designing my digital products. And as we can see here, there's plenty of options that should cover all of your needs, and if not, then just use the basic table and you can alter that and adapt that for your desired outcome. If you're enjoying my tutorials and you would like to try out Canva Pro for free for 30 days, then please click on the link in the description and that will give you a free trial where you can try out this feature and many more features which are available within Canva and Canva Pro. I really hope this tutorial has been helpful for you, and I will look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Thank you for watching.